think that any tournament here in Pennsylvania will be complete for volleyball without hearing H. Bruce Fosnock say, let's play volleyball, and here we are. Hempfield looking to make it 4 in a row. Pennsbury looking to make it 1 in a row here this afternoon. It'll be their first championship ever.
And the guys that are going to make the difference, as you see in the picture, the players for Hempfield, Setter Robbie Frommuth is 6-foot senior. He moves the ball real well. He's going to try to hook up to get started with Nick Conklin. Conklin is a 6'3 senior. And if they get something established from Conklin for Hempfield will be number 3. You see number 3 getting things established. Then they're going to try to work the left side with number 12, Jesse Beam, and number 13, Dave Riley. So you get a chance. Conklin's going to start the net. 6 right there in the front row. 6 is Frommuth. So we'll see how it plays out as we get started here, Gary.
Well, Zach Morgan will serve. Of course, Hempfield beat Northeastern to get here. Pennsbury beat Amherst to get here. Pennsbury and Hempfield in the boys PIA championship.
And Pennsbury gets started just as they want to. They get Conklin on a quick set out of the middle, against a double block, hits it high off the block for a score. And we saw Hempfield with a jump serve.
Frommuth with the serve. 1 serving 0.
Now, beautiful job there right now. Gary Vogel receives a serve, and he gives the first pass, and he do a combination play, run the middle first and then coming in, and that's going to be effective as he gets the kill.
From the side out, 1 serving 1. Baker with the serve for Hempfield. There's a guy that we saw in the semifinals, Conklin, who seemed to be the real heart and soul of this team, Mike, was really carrying them on a lot of emotion. There you see him, Nick Conklin, but not that time. It's 2 serving 1 here for Hempfield.
Caught the ball a little flat, but they're still trying to establish that middle. Hempfield being real aggressive with a jump serve.
We saw a wonderful dig that time by Vogel, but Pennsbury able to get the point.
Conklin hangs on the net for the overpass and directs the ball against the block to his right to get the fall to the floor.
Jesse Beam with the serve, 2 serving 2.
Coming from the left side, Stauffer tries to go cross court. Didn't get his full arm in, caught a little flat, and the ball lands out of bounds on a cross court attack. Jump serve,
so get it to be effective. 3 serving 2.
Now that Gary goes all to Luke Murray. That pass was pushed to the left side of the court. He backsets Gary Vogel. Now the court's 30 feet wide approximately, creating a 1-on-1 for Vogel. And if you give him 1-on-1, number 2, you can see what the end result is.
There you see the look of determination on Gary Vogel's face as he gets a chance to serve here. 3 serving 3 here in the opening game. The boys volleyball championship at Heikes Fieldhouse here at Shippensburg University.
Flexed off the block, but is kept in play.
Good swing that time by Trier as he got up and got it over the net.
Now that's a big swing. That's a big contribution that has helped Hempfield towards the latter part of the season. Trier making those contributions from the left side.
Vogel 4 serve. Beautiful look that time by Riley, and you talked about him as kind of being one of the guys that's kind of your sleeper in this game as being the big-time player.
Well, what happened is they try to establish Conklin in the middle, so that's got to keep Hempfield wary of the option of the middle set, creating a little bit of a horizontal set for Riley, and he found the opening to block, and it was effective.
Nick McHale, 4 serving 4 for Pennsbury. There's one of the toughest calls, I guess, for many officials to make, but in this game, they let you know right away where they're going to be with the carry.
As you got to look at number 1, Mike Baker. Baker attacked from the back row on a previous play and aggressively kept the ball alive.
Here's Phil Trier. 5 serving 4, Hempfield in the lead.
Now that's what Hempfield's known for, their floor play.
Good job with a quick hit that time at the center of the net.
Zach Blanco makes a nice play off that option out of the middle. And as we start early the match, 3 of the 4 kills for Pennsbury have been on the middle of the court.
Dan Greenland earns a serve on the side out, 5-serving-5.
That was a great look, Gary, at Murray hooking up with Jay Stauffer. 3 guys at the net, and Stauffer up over the top and attacks the ball to the left side, or to the right side for a kill.
Jay Stauffer at 6'3", you saw him right there, playing at about 7 feet that time,
He
looking
was up
straight
there.
down on the floor.
We could see it looked like his head was above the net on that play. Good job by Stauffer.
Here is Stauffer, 6-serving-5 for Hempfield. Just like watching a knuckleball, the bottom dropped out at the end. Very, very tough and right into the corner.
And the hard part about that, he hit it so high, it wasn't hard, so you're uncertain how hard it's going to drop. He hit that ball to the one corner, the one zone of the court. Great serve.
Stauffer again, 7-serving-5. The overspin of the drop on that ball is incredible. Out of the playing area.
Now again, Stauffer gets a kill in the one zone. And then you see on the basketball court, because of television, they have limited to the right side. The right side of the court, from our angle, is the basketball court, will be the end of the playing surface.
Stauffer very effective in this run. Again, Hempfield looking strong at the net that time. As you saw, big John Sherrick. We have a timeout for Pennsbury.
Sherrick, 6'4", read that perfectly, takes a lot of space. Not known for his jump, but he covers the ball so well, and he had to glove that with both hands.
I'd like to remind you, you're watching this boys volleyball championship on PCN, Pennsylvania's cable network. If you're watching it, thank your local cable company here this afternoon. We are so proud to be bringing it to you. Gary Sutton and Mike Krause here at Heikes Fieldhouse at Shippensburg University. What are you saying right now in Pennsbury's huddle? The first run of the game here, both teams tied at 5-5, now 4 in a row from Hempfield.
Well, they are offensively trying to attack out of the middle. I guess the difference right now is Stauffer's serving. Stauffer's serving it back to what we call the right side of the court. When the court numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where the 6 players are starting the court, and their serving order is the way they're numbered. So 1 would be in the right back, and Stauffer's been aiming for that area and has had success. Now what they're going to answer with, Nick McHale is going to come back to the corner, see if he can make an adjustment, see if Stauffer's softer towards the net.
About the ability to rise and linger. Dave Riley showed us that early in this first game. Big point there.
And that's what you want to try to do when you get those needed plays. You got to, the left side has to step up. They got to jump and they got to swing. And that was an important side out for Pennsbury.
Big side out for Pennsbury. Riley serving 6-serving-9. Then again, good job in the middle by Blanco to put it back out on a good block. And so out of the timeout, 2 quick points for Pennsbury.
And that was a really good job. Blanco was assisted on the block by Robbie Fromos, and that really made a difference.
Riley, 7-serving-9. Stauffer just not timing that. It looked like he changed his mind right at the end of the hit.
Well, you saw the hit after. They brought up a double block again on the left side with Jesse Beam, who helped last time. And establishing that, that's going to take the angle from the line.
3 in a row here for Pennsbury.
Good defense. Unfortunately, you saw coming to the right side a good defensive play by Dan Greenland, but as the setter Robert Fromos went to pursue the ball, he finished outside the midline of the basketball court, so he was out of bounds. Nice hustle.
So 10-serving-8 for Hempfield. Luke Murray with the serve. 3 ball. Get a chance here to set. Did they ever? You look at Vogel putting it away.
And that goes to the passing. The ball was brought up to give Murray options. And Murray had right on top of him, big guy, number 10, John Sherrick, which created defense of concerns for Pennsbury, creating a one-on-one on the right side for Vogel. And one-on-one, he's tough.
After the nice run by Pennsbury, Hempfield answering here, 11-serving-8.
With an answer there, Jesse Beam, and that's really helping the offense of Pennsbury, the side-out opportunities to earn the serve.
I want to say on the beam, but I'm not going to say that. It's too cheap.
How about the beam of light? He's the beam of light to make the brighten up their opportunities.
We're not going to even go there this afternoon. It's too easy. 9 serving 11 for Pennsbury after all the bad segues. You saw Chris O'Neal kind of put his hands down going, man, did I ever blow that one, guys? That wasn't even in the same gym. And it's good to see him laugh a little bit. His teammates going, don't worry about it. We'll get it back.
Well, one thing over the course of the tournament, that's where Pennsbury, they're intense, but they're even keeled. And that's one of the reasons they're here, because they could handle the pressure of tight games.
Zach Morgan, 12 serving 9. Great block at the net by Vogel.
On a one-on-one situation, and it was a matchup between Beam and Vogel, and that time Vogel, perfect position, his hands on the ball, and stuffs it.
You can see why Vogel's on the junior national team with that kind of one-on-one play. 13 serving 9 for Morgan.
Morgan's back or attack.
3 ball, chance to set it up here for Pennsbury. Look at Stauffer.
Look at the rallies.
Oh, and tipped away at the last moment there. Mix up on Hempfield's side, and good job by Pennsbury earning the point.
I tell you, you saw some really good defensive plays and attacks from every area of the court. And the off-speed catches a block out of rhythm trying to reach back, and Stauffer couldn't handle it.
Pro move, 10 serving 13 here in the first game of the boys PIA championship.
Stauffer couldn't handle that last one, and you see another pop from the right side.
We almost got to handle that one. That came straight back where we're sitting.
And Vogel with his 3rd kill over there from the right side.
So 14 serving 10 here for Hempfield.
Pennsbury just staying in there. They're trying to close that gap.
Mike Baker with the serve.
That corner.
A great serve it was, too. That ball hooked into the corner and hit cleanly inbounds.
That's the third ace that Hempfield has scored with a jumper, and it's right in that corner in the 1 zone.
Watch Baker. He lines up like he's going to hit it left-handed, then he turns to the right. And watch it. That ball is coming down hard. You don't want to be on the other end of that.
Nice dig by Murray.
Here's Vogel. 3 ball.
What a cut shot. What a cut shot by Stauffer.
A good short set right at the net. Stauffer just put it away.
Conklin took almost the entire court away, and Stauffer gets up and cuts it around his hands. Nice play by Stauffer.
Baker on a run here. You almost think if they get this point, you have 16 serving 10.
You predicted it, though, Gary. If it lands in, it would have, but we won't find out because it didn't.
He was hunting for that little stripe inbounds and a big side out here for Pennsbury. 11 serving 16 as Jesse Beam with the serve. I'll tell you what, Stauffer has been dominating this game so far.
That was a nice set by Murray. Again, the pass is to the left side. So if you're close to the hitter, it's not going to give you as much time necessary to go from setter to hitter. They adjusted, and right on time, Stauffer took that cross-court shot.
Vogel with a serve, 17 serving 11. There's Stauffer again at the net. Almost think you need a timeout right here, don't you, Coach? There it is.
Good call, Gary.
18 to 11 Hempfield here in the first game, out to a 7-point big lead. What are you saying in Pennsbury's huddle right now? How do you stop this? They did it last time. They ran 3 points out of the last timeout, but the tough situation.
Well, they've given up 3 points on the serve. And 3-point difference, that makes it a 15-11 game. So you want to make sure we sharpen our passing, and we want to get to our offense. We haven't heard a lot from the middle since the beginning of the game. So we want to try to get our passing so we can get some options out of the middle and keep the block from Hempfield honest. Get to the left side is predictable.
Over there's 3 names going on right now, Stauffer, Vogel, and Murray, and they have really carried this team in the first game.
And that's their role. They've been here, all 3 of them are headed up to Penn State for the volleyball program up there, and they're just going, and that's what leaders do, senior leadership.
One of the things you always see in Mike Vogel's huddle is this idea that it's cool, it's very calm. You never see any desperation over there, even in a tough situation. I'm always amazed.
But intense.
But intense,
There is intensity.
You're right. 18 serving 11 for Hempfield. Stauffer at the net, point to Pennsbury.
And there you have a chance. That's exactly what Pennsbury tried to do. They tried to go back to Conklin in the middle, and he actually drew Stauffer reaching into the net so that a net call gets on Stauffer, and that gets a side out for Pennsbury and a point.
And again, a point out of the timeout always makes us coaches look like geniuses, doesn't it?
Yeah, they're geniuses because they need that once in a while.
You get that boy, that's right. 12 serving 18 for Pennsbury.
Now you see that time, a very good pass from Vogel. Stauffer created a space quick set, which gave Stauffer a little bit more time to come around. And Murray put it right on the money, and Stauffer just buried it.
I'm always amazed by the eyesight of these guys when they get up there, the ability to have great peripheral vision. As Trier with the serve, 19 serving 12, and Trier misses the gym.
Well, you know, everybody has that peripheral vision. It's just got to be trained to focus on it. It's all of us have that, but you got to really work and focusing on seeing and absorbing everything that's in your visual path.
Dan Greenland, 13 serving 19 into the net. 20th point on the side out by Hempfield. And Stauffer will step in now with the serve. 20 serving 13. We'll talk a little bit about some of the drills you do to make that peripheral a little bit better.
When I train, I call it the peripheral vision.
Or as people sometimes mispronounce, peripheral vision.
Now we saw Hempfield trying, Pennsbury attacking out of the middle. Didn't get a clean swing on Hempfield's defense, gives him a chance to attack from the left side as Baker gets the kill.
Hempfield with a commanding 8-point lead in the first game, 21-13, and they have the serve. Stauffer with the serve here, who has been stupendous in the opening game.
Been working the left side of the court. That was a back row attack when Murray's at the net. Vogel has to stay behind the 3-meter line. It's 3 meters off the net. He's allowed to take off from behind the line. As long as not on it, as long as he takes off from behind, he can attack the ball anywhere. And he just buried that ball down the line.
Let loose with a cannon shot that time. 22 serving 13 again. It's Stauffer. Stauffer had a good run last rotation. Here he is again. Once again, it's Hempfield. What kind of speed are we talking on these serves? When you clock a serve like that, what's probably a great speed that's going right now for Stauffer?
Well, if you get at the international level, you're looking at 70 miles an hour.
Wow.
It's hard to judge as far as Stauffer. The thing he's doing right now, his trajectory is changing quick. Not necessarily hitting it hard, but there's so much of an arc in his serve. It's hard to predict where that path is going to come down.
You mentioned, look, there's a free ball chance here. Going to set up. And they do. There's the big guy in the middle again, John Sherrick, and we see him putting it away. And John says, I know my role. He's standing there smiling. He says, I just put it down over the middle here.
And again, he's got the long reach, which I was talking with Mike Vogel before. He's long, not exceptionally high jumper, but he's just long.
Here we are at game point. Well, I love Wiley over there. He has been so tough from that side.
Now in that situation, Pennsbury had the option for the middle set. In the middle set, they kept Sherrick in the middle, and that created 1-1 outside, and Riley just buried it.
Here's Dave Riley now, 14 serving 24 for Pennsbury, trying to stay in the game. And that's it. Hempfield wins the opener, 25-14. Game one goes to Hempfield, the defending state.